We'll go ahead and call to order our board meeting. The governing board meeting was called to order at 5:00 p.m. If we can all please stand for the flag salute. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that. I got turned around because the flag is here and then the flag was over there. We're all facing over there. We were facing the California one. It's okay. Our intent was correct. It's okay. Thank you for that. We'd like to roll call. Let it be noted that all governing board members and cabinet members are present. Audience notification of audio taping, streaming, and recording for open session. The board president will notify the audience that the open session will be audio taped, broadcast, and recorded for the district's YouTube channel. Approval agenda. Do we have a motion to approve April 14th agenda?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Frutos.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Approval of the minutes for the March 11th, 2025 regular meeting. We have a motion for approval.
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Estrada. A
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Frutos. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. We'll go on to our governing board comments. Mr. Jensen.
Thank you. I'd like to make a couple shout outs. One to the Beatty Middle School library opening. That was done very well. I'm sorry I could not attend, but I was able to tour it during the open house on Thursday, and it looks fantastic and nice return of the library to that site. So well done to everybody involved in that. Thank you. Did learn about plans for the gym there and looking forward to more information as they become available for the gym on site at the Buena Park or Beatty Middle School. Excited about that as well. Shout outs tonight to our nurses, bus drivers, school nutrition folks, principals, and teachers who all are kind of on the agenda tonight for recognition and well deserved. I'm looking forward to hearing about our arts plan tonight. Arts, as the students in the audience know, is a super important part of the curriculum for learning. It ties into everything. I mean, math and arts are so tied together, most people don't even realize it. And, you know, it goes really across all curriculum. And so I am really excited tonight to hear more about that. And otherwise, look forward to a great meeting. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you. Ms. Estrada?
I just want to thank all staff, students, and parents present here today. I know everyone's excited for our VAPA performance, so I'm going to try and speed it along a little bit. I know we're all just coming up from the buzz of excitement from our Buena Park Middle School percussion team encore performance that we just saw a couple minutes ago. Great job. I see some of the students out in the audience. And also, I just want to say a really big thank you to Corey's staff, students, parents. I was able to attend the Lion King showing on April 8th, and it was an amazing performance. I mean, I see a couple of our performers here as well, and it was amazing. The students really embodied their characters. I can't say that I didn't see lions running around, but it was an amazing show. And thank you again so much for the staff of Corey Elementary for being so welcoming. Thank you again to Principal Mata, and thank you again to Kathy Hackett for leading them in the direction that they've gone with the performance and just really wowing their audience. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Shed?
Thank you. Well, I am so excited to be here tonight. I also love the performance of our middle school students percussion group. And definitely I echo the shout out to all the recognitions that we're giving out tonight for our staff. I wanted to mention I was also privileged to be able to talk with some of our legislators. March 11th, I was able to talk to Senator Tom Umberg, and on the 12th, Assemblywoman Sharon Quirksilla. And it's important for us to have these opportunities. The School Board Association gives us 30-minute slots to talk to legislators. And with our being elected officials, they listen to us because there's so many bills that come across their floor and they don't know how it affects us. So we get to let them know how it affects our school district. There are usually about 3 or 4 people on the call, and we can just inform them so that they can make decisions that would benefit our school districts and not vote against our interests. So that was, I was privileged to do that. And then we had on the 12th, we had a joint dinner with the School Board Association and AXA, and they talked about the importance of closing the achievement gap. And I'm just happy to see that that is something that's understood across a number of different organizations. On the 13th in the morning, they had a breakfast here at the district office, every student succeeding. And it was such a wonderful time because we had every school site had a student who has overcome a great deal of difficulties, challenges in their life to become the best that they can be. And to hear the principals talk about the student that they were representing was heartwarming. I was overwhelmed, I should say. And the kids invited their parents, their family, their grandparents, some of the coaches from school, but it was just a wonderful event recognizing those students. And then that evening, I went to Beatty's College and Career, and that was exciting because the students had most of the booths, and there were colleges there, and the Buena Park High School was there. But I was really impressed with how I was at one booth, and there were students showing us what a surgical technician would do. And this is a career that you can make a great income with and not have to go to a 4-year university. So that was really encouraging. I was glad there was college and career that was represented that evening at Beatty's event. On the 14th, I went to the Whitaker Special Education Gala. And this is something where the teachers recognize every student. And so even though some of these students wouldn't necessarily get an academic award, everybody shines in some way. And so it was great to see the participation and the preparation. Even Dr. Yvette Cantu came and helped set up the transforming of the multipurpose room. And they had community partners who had food and fresh cut fruit and all kinds of things to make it a special occasion. And then after the kids, and the kids are all dressed up, and some of them had on evening princess clothes. It was really nice. Suits, I mean, it was just wonderful. And at the end, they have a dance, and they have a DJ, people volunteer their time, photographers. It was a wonderful event to see that coming together. And then on the 25th in the morning, I went to the Corey's Read Across America. And it was such a privilege to read to the kids. Reading is one of my favorite things to do. And the kids were kindergarten, but they were so receptive to the story. And I was so excited. I got in the mail, they took a picture of us while we were there. And each one of the kids wrote their own thank you letter. And so I was just so touched. It was so beautiful. I mean, it starts from the very basic beginning kids, and then there were some who were just quite artistic and good at writing thank you notes. So it was just so exciting to get. I wasn't expecting that at all, but it was fun. It was fun to see. And then I went to later at lunch, I went to the Emory Rocket Catch. And I've never been to that. I've been to a rocket launch where the kids shoot the rockets off, but this was a rocket catch. And the gate kids had worked on developing receptacles. And they got up on this high ladder, almost to the ceiling, actually. And they I guess they say you shot the rocket down. And the goal was to get it into the cup at the bottom. And most of them did an excellent job. So that was really, I was really impressed that they did that. And then on the 28th, I went to CAVE, which was the California Bilingual Education Community. And that was a great thing that we were invited to. And I know we're trying to expand that here in our district. So I was excited about that, to participate in that. And they were 50 years old. They've been around for a while. I just haven't been aware of it. And then on the 4th, the District Choir Festival. Oh my goodness, to see all the kids from all of our sites singing fantastic songs about unity, and then to sing at the end a culminating song that they all practiced together. It was heartwarming. On the 4th, in the morning, I went to the Pendleton Special Olympics, and the kids in the special ed classes have a partner with the kids in gen ed classes. And so everybody's participating, and it was just great to see the enthusiasm. Parents came out, community partners came out, staff came out, and it was great to see how much fun the kids were having. And then in the evening, I went to the Buena Park Track and Field event, and that was at the Buena Park High School. And we saw a lot of our kids competing and getting awards, and the kids were so thrilled. It's good to see them, you know, and I saw kids who I'd seen at the speech debate, kids who I'd seen at the music festival. I mean, our kids are so rounded here at Buena Park School District. We have so many opportunities for them. I'm just so proud of what our district is doing, and our staff. And then, on the 5th, I went to the speech conference competition at Buena Park Middle School, and to hear how eloquent our students were. We had elementary and middle school kids competing, and it was great to see their poise and their effectiveness. And then on the 9th, I went to Corey's Lion King, and that was so much fun. They really transformed the building, and I'm excited to hear them tonight. And on the 11th, excuse me, I went to Whitaker Special Olympics, and that was fun to see them utilizing the new Whitaker Park, and seeing the kids compete, and the camaraderie, and the other classes came out to see them and cheer them on. They had signs, and they were excited for the kids. And so that was great to see. So I'm just thankful for all the things, the opportunities that we have here in our district, and that I was able to go and participate in a lot of the things that we do here. We had such a great staff, great opportunities for our students. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Firdaus?
Always hard to follow Mrs. Shed. You did a fantastic job, by the way. But I just want to welcome everybody here in attendance. It's great to see a crowd here, you know, all of our students, all of our parents, staff, former board members. So thank you for being here today. I did also have an opportunity to go to the California Association for Bilingual Education Conference. I think it was a great experience for all of our board to be there, to experience it. It's the first time I've been there, so it was a great experience myself. Which led to Read Across America, in which I read I Need a Hug in Spanish and English. So the importance of, you know, bilingual education across California, I think is important, but more so here in our communities, local communities. So it was a great segue to the conference, to Read Across America. So that was a neat experience for myself. All of our students that participated at the All City Track Meet, you guys did a fantastic job. I saw a lot of sportsmanship, but I also saw a lot of school pride, district pride within the event. So everybody did a magnificent job with that. In addition to the speech and debate with Ms. Shed, we were here at Woodland Park Middle School. I personally took some notes because I'm doing you know, persuasive advanced speech communication class for my college degree. So I took a lot of mental notes in regards to how all the students did, because standing up there for 5 to 10 minutes delivering a speech is not easy. So I commend everybody for doing a great job and for teaching us something, because from students, we also learn ourselves. So that was my biggest takeaway for that event. And thank you to Advanced Communication for putting it together. It's always a great event. And then lastly, I did have an opportunity to go to Beatty's open house. It's fantastic to see engagement with the parents, the students, and the teachers in regards to the work that is being done in the classroom. Seeing it firsthand, hearing it is great, but when you see it in person and see all the effort that they put into it, speaks for itself. And I'm always blown away with the talent and the work that goes into creating all that work, but also the teachers for all the effort that they put in, teaching our students all the valuable lessons in regards to their education. So thank you for that. And then tonight, I just look forward to hearing our students showcase the arts that we have going on here in our district. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very hard to follow. We do a great job as a board to try to be present and attend and inform. I want to also welcome all the students, all the family members, our staff. For me, my report, I start with, I have a theme I try to go with sometimes. This month for me, it was attitude of gratitude. So I'm always grateful for, because you're in a moment of when you're busy, and March, April, May are the pretty much busiest months for most people, especially in school. And so today's kind of theme around gratitude for a lot of things. And so one, the students, the ladies in the back in Buena Park Middle School, that were both percussion band members and I think choir members, which they were amazing. I think Mr. Beckheimer said you had to feel it. And I think we all felt the music, we felt the art. And so kudos to them. I just want to thank our students for representing and showcasing the beauty of arts and the importance of arts to all of us. And also our choir students that are here today. And so as our members mentioned, going to these events like the Corey Lion King show is one of the best highlights for us to be able to go to. We're always blown away. We're always so thankful to see what talent we have, because we always agree, Mr. Frutos and I agree that we can never do that because we're the most untalented artist people here, but we appreciate art when we see it. So thank you for all those. And again, thank you to Ms. Hackett, Miss Bergstrom Guy, Ms. Docker, Underhill, and Ms. Wilson. They are the team that put that together. So got to give gratitude to those who make things happen, as well as for the percussion, Miss Kelsey Lee and Dylan Locke. They lock it down. And so I don't know, sorry, I'm trying today. But it was, again, great. Our district is very grateful to be in a district where we do everything really well. And I don't say that just because we're on the board, but we do really everything very well. And I think our community sees it, our community appreciates it. And so it's rewarding when you get to see that. And so I know Ms. Michael, a former board member, mentioned that her dream has always been to have a percussion team. And so when she said that, I was like, your dream came true. This is a reality. And when you have board members and community members that care, things come to life and things move. And so thank you for having a vision a long time ago to have something like this happen. I was able to also attend the CABE, so a shout out to Ms. Sandra Song. I know she helped put that big event on, and so representing our district again. I would say I'm not saying this anymore, but small but mighty, but we're just mighty, and so we have representation in most everything. So thank you for again our board to even be there. I think we're on one of the few districts that had all our board come to an event like that, a conference like that, to show the importance of language and what it means to implement it in districts. I was able to also go to the college and career night, and Ms. Rodriguez, I mentioned her, we were at this recognition thing, and she said, we're doing this, and she put it together. And the power of that was not just to show the importance of career, but to bring community and the colleges, the high schools, the careers and professionals of our community. That's what we want our students to be, beyond achievement, beyond data, beyond even performances. I think it's what your career is meant to be. And so I think what careers are available for what you can be. So it was really good that she was able to put something like that on and bring the Beatty community together and show that. That was really cool and really nice to see. So again, team does a great job. Just gratitude for so many great things that is Buena Park. And that's my report. Dr. Lee.
Good evening, everyone, students, families, special guests. I want to recognize special people in the audience here tonight. We have our Education Foundation board members in attendance, and I just want to say thank you for making the time to not only be a part of the visionary work, and we ride on the shoulders of those who have served before us. And so in just full circle, having a performance and to hear from a former board member say that was her vision was a mighty good feel. And I want to also recognize our new Chief Personnel Officer, who is not officially has not officially started yet, but in attendance to a board meeting. So kudos to you, sir, for being here tonight. You get to see the glory of Buena Park School District as we showcase art tonight. Just a couple of tidbits I want to share with you. During our spring break, we had a GRIP soccer program at Beatty. And I just want to say thank you to our community partners, our district attorney Conrad Schroeder, as well as our GRIP officers. But during spring break, when I stopped by, our principals were there. And I thought, this is your time too, that, it's your spring break. But they said, my kids are there. And they used that pronoun, my kids are here, so I'm here. And so I just thought that just speaks loudly to the leadership here in Buena Park. We continue to serve our community through a mobile food pantry, so please join us April 17th at Buena Park Middle School. I want to do a huge shout out to our middle school students who participated in our first ever Anaheim Ducks Hockey League. We have a rink that's quite the beauty over at Beatty Middle School, and we used it through not only a cross-district competition, but as we build that program out, we are excited to see Anaheim Ducks everywhere all of a sudden, and they were there at Whitaker Special Olympics. So it's great to have this partnership with our local community serving our students. We had the 4th District PTA and HSA dinner most recently, and there was such a great showing from Buena Park School District. Makes me so proud to serve alongside dedicated leaders. And I want to just do a huge shout out to Principal Leota because Pendleton's PTA gave her a huge shout out and recognition and an award for her mighty leadership. Here goes the term again, mighty. We had our first esports tournament this Saturday, and we had our first team compete in the OC League. And I just want to give a shout out to Principal Valdez, as well as the team for practicing. It's just not a one-day event, but one that requires after school mind melding, teamwork, as well as some thumb skills as they are gaming alongside some strong competition across the districts here in Southern California. I just wanted to do a little shout out for each school. I know this may take a little time, but I do want to, I just have to shout out Corey. You blew me away with your Lion King performance. But it takes a vision woven into the school to have a performance like that, where you see the dedication of the staff above and beyond, putting together not only countless hours, but the efforts to put in every meticulous detail to make a performance like that happen. It's what we do for student talent. The casting was beautiful. My goodness, the students' own personalities, they were just shining through their character. I do want to give a shout out to Mike Magbu. We, at the time, were talking about the sound system, and we wanted to upgrade that because our students' talents deserve to be amplified. And it was an undertaking to put together a sound system and to be able to learn it and how to adjust it. But to have those wireless mics there along with speakers that were operating beautifully made, I think, the world of a difference. So thank you, team, for that. Under the Sea Sped Gala, just a huge shout out to Dr. Hernandez, who shared his heartfelt story, his personal story about it being a parent. And the night was exciting. It was raining, so it kind of added to the atmosphere of dancing in the rain. I want to just shout out Pendleton's 5th grade team for their exhibition. It was just great to see students be able to articulate why they chose this sustainability goal in which they are looking for solutions to solve and tackle. And the students were able to not only articulate that, but also say what their part is in solving these global issues, like turning off the light at night when they're not using the room, picking up and throwing away their trash, because understanding that every part we do is a part to a whole in a bigger way we can help save our world. I want to shout out Whitaker and Pendleton for their Special Olympics. They both are an official unified champion school. And with that title comes mighty responsibility of having an event as grand as what they put together. And for Whitaker, just a shout out to bringing alongside a community partner, the Anaheim Ducks, which also made it their presence for the first time at this event. Emory swept the perennial math competition. There was a math competition we attended, and it was Emory, Emory, Emory. And each time they said Emory, I just felt that sense of pride. So kudos to Emory for just doing a fantastic job and showing their district pride and skills in math. Please keep an eye out on our middle schools. Beatty, the debate team, and pentathlon. I have a great feeling that we're going to hit it big this year with Buena Park Middle School tomorrow night. It is tomorrow night. Spaghetti dinner. They have a huge fundraiser going on. Come by and see their murals. It is just something that is not, I can't seem to explain it in words up here. It's something you have to see, just like our percussion team, you have to feel. But they also have this ag center currently being built and almost finished and done. So I said I had a few snippets, but I think I went over my time limit. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you. So we'll move on to programs and reports, the Visual and Performing Arts VAPA Showcase. Dr. Lee.
Yes, I would like to invite Dr. Sandra Song to present to us what we're doing with our VAPA program. Lots of things going on.
Good evening to Board President Chong, Board of Trustees, Dr. Lee, Cabinet members, staff, and guests. My name is Sandra Song, and I'm the Director of Educational Programs. Today, I am thrilled to present to you the Buena Park School District's Visual and Performing Arts VAPA Showcase presentation. This presentation will showcase the current VAPA programs that are enriching the educational experiences of our students across all grade levels. We'll highlight how our staff and our students are imagining, creating, and showcasing their mighty talents in visual arts, music, dance, and whether it's through performances like The Lion King at Clory Elementary School, or the growing middle school choir and band programs, or the city and district art level showcases where our students' creativity on full display, we'll get to see them today. Let's begin. Our students have truly shined in the arts. We're celebrating their remarkable achievements, starting with their participation in the City of Buena Park Art Show. This show fosters district-wide artistic engagement and provides well-deserved recognition. Our students demonstrated exceptional talent, securing 20 grade level awards at the city level, and with our middle school earning one of those honors. To further amplify their incredible artistic abilities, we hosted a district-wide art showcase using the city art submissions. And to encourage even greater participation in the visual arts, we offered a fun incentive. The school with the highest participation received a popsicle treat, and all participating classes were entered into a pizza lunch drawing, generously provided by our own child nutrition services. The artwork you see displayed here in this boardroom, over here and back there, is a testament to our students' creativity. It features selections from the City of Buena Park Art Show, Art District Showcase, and submissions to the California Association of Bilingual Education, the CABE 2025 conference, where their art was admired by over 5,000 attendees. All submitted artwork will be returned to the schools for display during their upcoming open house events, ensuring that every student's creative effort is celebrated within their own school communities. We hope that you're enjoying this beautiful artwork from our talented young artists. The 49th annual City of Buena Park Elementary Art Show themed Life Under the Sea took place in winter of 2024 with the middle and high school show following shortly after. Now I'd like to highlight some of the exceptional artistic talent from our Buena Park School District that earned top honors. We had 4 first place winners from the city art contest, and as you can see them displayed here, you'll see the grades, their school, and the titles of these incredible works of art. Due to time, I will scroll through these for just a few seconds, but these pieces are also hung here in the room for you to enjoy at your leisure. This is first place from kindergarten at Pendleton School. This is a first place winner from first grader at Emory School. This is a first place submission from Emory School, a fourth grader. Pretty amazing, right? I see open mouths. I did the same thing. This one won first place as from a sixth grader at Beatty School. Pretty incredible, huh? This one is a second place winner from a kindergartner at Corey School. Bright colors. And this one is a second place winner from a first grader at Emory School. This one is a second place winner from a second grader at Emory School. And a second place winner from a fourth grader at Emory School. And this came from a fifth grader at Emory School. And this one is a second place winner from a sixth grader at Beatty Middle School. And now the winners from our own district art competition. This one was very difficult, but these are the first place, or this is the first place winner from our BPSD district art contest. In first place from kindergarten, from Pendleton, it's Layla. First place for first grade is from Emory School, Benjamin C. This one is our first place winner for second grade from Whitaker School, A Turtle in the Coral Reef. First place winner at third grade from Emory School, Birthday Under the Sea. And our first place winner for fourth grade, Chloe K from Emory School. And first place winner from fifth grade at Corey School, Life Under the Sea. Can we give them all a round of applause? Wow, beautiful. Pretty amazing. And I hope that you will take some time after this board meeting to enjoy the work close up. These were some of many submissions that we submitted or students submitted to the CABE 50th anniversary their conference. The theme was honoring our past, embracing our future. And as you can see, the themes that are depicted in these pieces of art are beautiful, and they do honor the students' lives and their family histories. Okay, at the middle school level, students have access to a range of visual arts opportunities that support creative growth and skill development. These eye-catching murals, you've probably seen them, are the proud product of arts teacher Andrea James and her students who co-created these. Both Buena Park Middle School and Beatty Middle School offer art and advanced art electives where students engage in hands-on projects and build foundational techniques in drawing, painting, and mixed media. In addition, the digital arts is a growing area of interest at Beatty Middle School, and students are exploring graphic design, digital illustration, and other media arts using technology-based platforms. These middle school programs are key in building continuity from elementary art exposure to more advanced expression and set the stage for future pathways in the visual and digital arts. All right, now the exciting part. Now to talk about performing arts, I'm going to introduce our friend, Miss Kathy Hackett from Corey Elementary School, who will be introducing The Lion King.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. My name is Kathy Hackett. I've been in the Buena Park School District for 25 years, currently a fourth grade full inclusion teacher at Corey School. Corey School has been participating in the Disney Musicals in Schools program since 2019. The program was made possible by a special grant through the Segerstrom Center. As a VAPA school, Corey Elementary has put on 4 productions since its implementation. Jungle Book Kids, 101 Dalmatian Kids, Finding Nemo Kids, and this year we performed Lion King Kids, in case you didn't already know that. Last week, were the final performances for the community. The process began last October when we held auditions. The kids had to learn some singing, acting, and dancing. Over the next 19 weeks, we practiced for 3 hours a week after school. The kids memorized and perfected their acting, their lines, their lyrics, their dance moves, their movements, and blocking. Some kids also helped with crew duties, such as moving and making props. Costumes were created, sets were made, props were found or created, and sound was worked with. In fact, we're very grateful for that new sound system. Thank you so much. Our school got involved too, our entire school, by transforming our NPR into an African savanna. Each grade level was assigned a different animal to add to the walls. We performed 6 full capacity shows, complete with costumes, makeup, lighting, sound, dancing, singing, and acting. We're so incredibly proud of how far our kids have come. This is such an amazing experience for our performers, for our entire school, and our community. Right now, we're going to be performing for you Circle of Life, written by Tim Rice and Elton John. And we have a few kids subbing because we have a few that didn't make it. There. It's the on off.
Nothing happened, so it just turned off.
Thank you. That was fantastic. At the middle school, Buena Park School District offers expanded opportunities for students to deepen their interests and skills in vocals through advanced choir. The advanced choir has numerous performance events throughout the year, including appearances at the Veterans Day Luncheon and other community events listed here. And here to introduce one of their highlights of the year is the District Choir Festival is Miss Kelsey Lee. Let's warmly welcome Miss Kelsey Lee.
Hello, everyone. Students, while I am talking, why don't you start getting ready? Hello, everyone. My name is Kelsey Lee. I am the Director of Choirs and Orchestras at Buena Park Middle School. Every year, the district puts on the BPSD District Choir Festival, a chance for the choirs at each school site to showcase their musical talents. Leading up to the singular night, the choirs at each site prepares and select 2 songs to fit a set theme. And under the direction of our amazing teachers, these choirs work to bring balance, blend, and harmony to their performances. While students practice and rehearse, their teachers are working behind the scenes with some awesome people at the district office to make everything work together logistically, from creating programs to organizing the balloons to picking the t-shirt colors for each school. It is a Herculean task and one that our staff take on with awe-inspiring energy and will. So this year, our theme was unity. This theme was chosen as a response to the recent California wildfires and the full force response of first responders and volunteers. Their display of bravery inspires us. The song we came together to sing was We Are the World, as performed by Michael Jackson and other illustrious musicians. In this song, we are asking people to unite together and uplift one another, supporting each other through the good times and the bad. So here to present their rendition of the song We Are the World are members of the 7th Annual Buena Park District Choir.
was fantastic. Excellent job. I think we picked some really great representatives. We also want to make sure that we acknowledge and thank the Ed Foundation for their continued support with our choir festival. Percussion. We want to acknowledge the extraordinary talent of our world-class percussion ensemble located right next door. Their incredible hard work and determination were on full display for some special guests right before the board meeting. And we got to experience their performance in a very booming and a mighty way. So thank you all of you students who were in many different performances tonight. Thank you Buena Park Middle School Percussion for that amazing performance. That brings our VAPA showcase to a close, highlighting the rich visual and performing arts programs within Buena Park School District. Special thanks again to the Ed Foundation, our Board of Education, the Buena Park Teachers Association, and CSEA for their continued support of all of our VAPA programs. As you've witnessed, we have a wealth of achievements to celebrate and exciting opportunities for future expansion. Thank you.
Thank you. This would be probably a good time if you want to go ahead and celebrate. And thank you for your performance, everybody. Lion King is not an easy song to sing, by the way. That's a very hard song. That's like amazing. But thank you, students. Thank you, families, for coming, for sharing your song, your spirit. Very cute. You see the junior high girls, they were like oohing and eyeing for the younger ones and the art that they've done. That was really cool.
Beautiful.
They're really good.
I couldn't sing like that though.
No, we cannot. I know Michelle could dance like that though. Michelle knows how to dance it out there. She would have been out there vapping right for us, representing our board.
I did musical theater in high school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, music's awesome. All right, we're moving on to a hearing session. The audience members may request to address the board on an item on or off the agenda per board bylaw 9323. Individual speakers shall be allowed 3 minutes to address the governing board on each agenda or non-agenda item. The board limits the total time public input on each item to 20 minutes. The total time allowed for public comment shall be 30 minutes. I don't think I have to read anymore. I don't think we have any members here today, so it seems like we don't have any comments. We'll go to the hearing session for the Buena Park School District initial proposal for successor negotiations. A public hearing will be conducted to allow for public input regarding the Buena Park School District initial proposal for successor negotiations between Buena Park School District and BPTA for the 25-26 school year. Do we have any comments? Do I have to like mark anything or no, we're good. All right, we're going on to action discussion calendar. We'll be hearing about the approval, or we're going to approve the visual and performing arts VAPA plan.
I'd like to invite Sari Huang, Chief Academic Officer, tell us a little bit about Proposition 28 and our district's VAPA.
A little bit so you can see my face. As it's covered here. Well, good evening, Board President Chung, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Lee, Cabinet members, and our guests. Thank you for this opportunity to present the Buena Park School District's Visual and Performing Arts Plan. And I'd like to express my gratitude to our VAPA Steering Committee that's composed of our staff members, site administrators, and parents whose input and collaboration and hard work were instrumental in shaping this plan. Tonight's presentation will provide an overview of our VAPA vision, goals, key findings, and proposed actions. And our theme, Imagine, Create, Showcase, represents our commitment to transforming arts education and providing meaningful, creative experiences for every student in the Buena Park School District. So in November 2022, California voters passed Prop 28, also known as the Arts and Music in Schools Funding Guarantee and Accountability Act. This measure ensures ongoing dedicated funding to support arts education in schools beginning in the 2023-24 school year. And the funding was finalized by the state in May 2024. The funds are intended to supplement, not supplant, existing arts education programs. And for district like ours, with more than 500 students, at least 80% of the funding must be used for staffing, with the remaining funds toward professional development materials and community arts partnerships, unless a waiver is submitted for flexibility and funding use. So Prop 28 also includes accountability measures to ensure transparency in how these funds are spent, and the expenditure reports are submitted to the board for approval as well too. So Prop 28, as you can see here, covers a broad range of arts discipline, which includes dance from ballet to jazz to modern dance, theater such as acting, directing, stagecraft, music, which includes music theory, music composition to music appreciation, visual arts, painting, craft arts, drawing, and media arts, which include graphic arts and design, computer coding, film and video, to name a few here. So at the heart of our VAPA plan are the mission and vision statements. So in the vision, in Buena Park School District, every student has the opportunity to thrive through the transformative power of the arts. This echoes, I believe, what Trustee Shedd and also Trustee Jensen has shared, that the vision reflects our belief that arts education is not just enrichment, but it's an essential to a well-rounded education for our students. It acknowledges that the arts have the power to reach and elevate every student. In our mission, inspiring all students to imagine, create, and showcase their talents through rich arts experience that cultivate cultural understanding, academic growth, and a lifelong joy for the arts. So the mission underscores the intentional design of our plan, or our VAPA program, to not only teach artistic skills, but to nurture creativity. And these guiding statements were developed collaboratively by the steering committee and reflects the shared values of our community. So with our plan, we have our key objectives and goals that we looked in terms of aligning our action items. So these goals also emerged from our steering committee input and aligned with Prop 28. The first is to enhance access to arts education. Every student deserves access to high quality arts education regardless of their background. Develop comprehensive arts programs. We aim to offer music, theater, dance, and visual arts consistently across all grade levels. Strengthen cultural connections. Arts education should reflect the diversity of our students and foster community partnerships. Promote student engagement and achievement. Arts integration can deepen student learning, foster student interest, and improve academic outcomes. And building capacity for sustainability. We're looking to long-term planning and to include community support to ensure this work not only continues, but expands for our students. So just a quick overview of what our VAPA plan timeline includes. The committee work was started in October 2024. We convened the steering committee to review goals and analyze data. We looked at staff surveys, student surveys, parent surveys, determine what the ask is and what the feedback is from our community. In addition to that, we also explored what our current offerings were. From there, by November, we articulated the vision and mission and began drafting the plan. In December, the team finalized strategies for recommendation for what the action items would be. And throughout the process, we have consulted with our fiscal department along with our site leaders so that they're well informed in terms of what our plan is, and also to receive feedback from our site leaders as well too. And we are here at the board presentation. To go over some of the key findings from our VAPA steering committee and just to sum up what surfaced as key themes. We noticed that there's strong community and staff support for VAPA, especially for music, which is deeply valued across our district. And this is something that we saw in terms of feedback across all of our educational partners. Some of our recent investments, we have already made an impact, as you have noticed from today's showcase, in terms of even new elementary elementary music teacher at the sites, expanding our instrument offerings, purchasing additional instruments for our students at the elementary level, and then also the growth in our Buena Park Music School band enrollment. So not only in the skills have we seen such growth, but we have also seen growth in interest as well too. Requests for expansion. Our educational partners would like to see more offerings in both visual and performing arts during and after school. For student interests, and this came up also for our staff and parents as well too, but we saw strong interest in digital arts, culinary arts, media arts. So we did see that just beyond our visual arts and music offerings, that they would like to see more arts offerings as well too. In terms of opportunities, we want to include diverse music genres and offer more public showcases for student work as well too. And just this year, we've expanded with the support of Dr. Song to showcase our student work at Kabe as well too. We saw a huge showing and recognition at our city beyond what we had in the past. Internally as a school district, we also did a Buena Park School District art contest as well too. So we are looking at different opportunities for our students to showcase our work and also be recognized. And even beyond that, for our percussion team, when we first started, we probably went to 1 or 2 tournaments, but as we are seeing the years go, our students are performing and they are competing in multiple avenues. So we're proud to see that and would like to see that continued. As we go into the action items, we're able to summarize it in 3. One is to continue high quality music and visual arts instruction. One is to enhance arts education through strategic expansion. And then the third is to increase VAPA enrichment during ELOP with focus on performing arts. So based on our findings, the plan recommends these 3 major action items, which also highlights the work already in progress this school year. So following the passage of Prop 28 in 2022, and as the finalized budget came out to us in May 2024, we did start the work within our VAPA plan this school year. So with that being said, we would love to see continued as we build on the strengths of our current music and visual arts program by maintaining high quality instruction. So currently in music, students will continue to explore musical concepts through rhythms and patterns using voice, percussion instruments in grades TK to 2nd, and the learning of recorders in grade 3. In grades 4 through 5th, students learn musical notation as well as instruments such as violin, handbells, and ukuleles. In terms of visual arts, our students are exploring art through classroom art projects. For grades 6 through 8, and as it was showcased today as well too, students have the opportunity to participate in visual arts within their elective offerings, which range from the visual arts, as you saw, the mural projects occurring, digital arts offered at Beatty as well too, our choral ensembles, our strings such as violin, guitar, orchestra, band, percussion. Not to be repetitive of the showcase, but I did want to highlight as this plan covers this year's offerings as well too. And of course, with more opportunities to perform and compete in local and regional events. As you have seen our percussion students performing, and I know that it was shared that they did participate in the Southern California Percussion Alliance competition as well too. In terms of expansion, strategically grow access to arts education, particularly in elementary school. We'll bring more robust visual arts lesson for our elementary students aligned to our state art standards that incorporate both hands-on techniques and the study of artists, art history, as well as culture. So we'll put effort in developing beyond our current partnerships with Disney, the Segerstrom Center for the Arts, and the City of Buena Park, even to showcase our student work to bring in additional arts organizations that offer expertise in diverse art discipline, ensuring students are exposed to a broad spectrum of artistic practices. And as you've seen in the slide with Prop 28, there is definitely a lot more that we can do to enhance and offer to our students. And that's where we would want to aim for. In terms of enrichment, leverage after-school time through ELOP to expand performing arts opportunities in ways that align with student interests and our goals. And so through ELOP, we'll offer after-school enrichment in performing arts based on student interests such as art, dance, drama, and music. And this is something that we have also surveyed our students during after school of what their interests may be. And these programs will include performances and showcases as well, to giving our students opportunities to build their confidence and to foster their joy for the arts. So during the summer ELOP intersession, we are excited to bring Ballet Folklorico to our students, and we'll be definitely showcasing that to our board during our, I believe it's a June board meeting. And this is also an opportunity for us to provide a culturally just rich dance experience for our students to celebrate their heritage, tradition, and expressions. So these priorities ensure we're not just meeting compliance with Prop 28, but thoughtfully enhancing our arts programming and student experiences throughout the district. So thank you for your time. Are there any questions regarding our VAPA plan? And there is also attached to our board agenda, the actual VAPA plan.
Any comments? Question?
Yes, thank you. Appreciate the presentation. Has anybody looked into, say, the Orange County Fair and submittals there, since it's a large community festival of arts, if you will, and it seems to align with this?
Yeah, we do have a lot of other experiences with the county fair, but thank you for that suggestion. We'll definitely look into that as well too.
You mentioned that you kind of had focuses for each of the kind of the grade levels. Do we have for 6, 7, 8? You mentioned more music. Do we also have a theater arts at that level?
Yeah, for 6th, 7th, and 8th, we do not have theater arts. We have, like I mentioned, band, strings, choir, advanced choir, orchestra, to name a few.
Yeah, so the reason I mention this is, you've got them primed as elementary kids, and then you bring them in and up, and suddenly there's a vacuum there, and they, certainly lots of the students, love music. I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody does, but it seems that we've primed them, and then we've left a void.
Yes.
And so I would think we would want to include that in our plan, which I think you did. You said, how are we expanding across, from what I remember of the basic plan, how are we going to expand across all of our grade levels for all of the elements?
Yes.
And so I know we have a limited amount of money. It's great to see that's a dedicated amount of money, and that I'm certainly thankful that you're looking elsewhere for additional support. What are we doing in that arena and trying to expand the offerings so that we don't leave that void that we've just kind of created a need for?
Yeah. So with our VAPA plan, it definitely gives us room to enhance and explore and enhance the offerings that we do have. And as we offer our students with opportunities at the elementary school level, whether it's in CT pathways or in a VAPA as well, too, we're always looking at what the pathway will be. So particularly at Corey School, as the focus is VAPA as their passion program, and as they have put in place musicals, I did include in terms of our partnership to see how we can explore that and enhance that at our middle school setting, especially at the feeder school, Buena Park Middle School.
Thank you.
I like what you said. I think for your point, if it's a pathway, it has to be connected from TK through like 14, if you will. So it's not just if middle school is missing something, we have to be looking at what's the high school have. And then we also have, 5 domains? Impossible to prioritize. So like, I mean, percussion is amazing. I don't think we should look at that ever going away after it's been established as award winning. I think we have a great music choir. I agree with your point. I think it might be something where we also have to discuss as a board too. Is it a priority where not just the staff looking for other sources of funding? Are we saying arts is something that just as much as CTE or STEM? I think that would be dialogue that we would have to, because again, staff can only do so much at some point. Like, what are we willing to discuss as policy to say we wanted more emphasis on that? Then that, well, and also our LCAP probably has to decide how funding can go placed in different, there's so many things to go there, but good dialogue. I think pathway is very important because you don't want just one-off things that look cool, but then doesn't have a purpose, or igniting passions that are continuous rather than ending at one spot and good job, but that's it, right? So I understand that point.
And I think that's a great point in terms of even the pathway with high school. And as we're out there for the percussion performance, Mr. Beckelheimer was just sharing with me of how the 8th grade students are going to high school and going into percussion as well to join their team. So I know that there's a little bit of wanting of our Buena Park Middle School students to be part of their percussion team. So we would love that pathway to continue on for our other offerings too.
I would think the high schools would be coming out and recruiting based on that talent out there.
And to be fair, like, you don't have theater, but if you have singers for musical theater, then they would probably recruit them to adjust. You don't have to have always a full musical program or theater program to get that. Same with dance. I mean, there's, I think, elements that we teach in our levels that can translate without having to say we have to build out a full program ourselves.
Our drumline has been performing alongside Buena Park High School, especially for city events, which is a beautiful sight to see because it just shows that collaboration between us and the high school feeder. So yes, that pathway will definitely be recognized, and what we're building in terms of passion, and we're igniting it, and where does this passion go and lead to? Thank you.
I think too, also the city of Buena Park has the good theater program. And it was great to see staff members from the city here seeing what our arts look like. So there is it's just not an educational pathway, but there's also community pathways for our students to be involved locally as, they evolve and grow.
There aren't any other comments. Do I have a motion to approve the plan?
I'll motion.
Thank you, Ms. Shed.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Ferdos. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Thank you. Next item is the approval for the Buena Park School District's 6th through 8th grade student overnighter at the 2025 academic pentathlon competition in San Antonio, Texas. You need chaperones? I think one of us might need to go. Any questions or comments, dialogue on this?
So when do we know if they're actually going?
They just had their competition this Saturday.
The tentative date that I was given is April 17th.
Okay,
Very soon.
so we're very hopeful that we're going to spend this money.
Yes.
Yes, we are very hard on Saturday before.
Just saying, I like to put my name in the hat for a chaperone if need to be. I'm just kidding. No other discussion. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion approved.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Ferdos. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 5-0. Next is approval of the resolution 24/20 through -26 School Nurse Day. Very nice one. A lot of resolutions for days and weeks and months for important classifications, but any discussion on that? Besides, we very much value our school nurses.
I just appreciate the amount of time I had to spend occasionally with school nurses and that they always did a wonderful job. So as a longtime former student at what was then Beatty School, I spent a few moments there. So.
Did you go for the lollipops? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
So it's a resolution, so I think we're gonna take roll call.
Yeah.
Mr. Jensen?
Aye.
Wait, do
Aye.
I need a motion first? Sorry, motion. Anybody want a motion?
Second.
Motion, Mr. Frutos, second by Ms. Shed, Ms. Estrada, and then roll call. Mr. Jensen?
Yes.
Ms. Estrada?
Yes.
Ms. Shed?
Yes.
Mr. Frutos?
Yes.
I'm a yes. So motion passes 5-0 for our wonderful nurses. Approval of the sunshining of the Buena Park School District initial proposal for 25-26 negotiations with the Buena Park Teacher Association. Any discussion?
Is this the typical 3 items that we pretty much always do? You know, pay, compensation, and miscellaneous wording.
Resolution? You mean on action? item? Sorry, what was the question? Oh, go ahead.
This is to reopen for the next set of
Right.
bargaining for next year. So yes, these are the typical comment
Yeah.
items that we put
Yeah.
in in for sunshining.
Okay. Is there anything else that we would ever include? I just have curiosity.
Depends on the contract in the
Yeah.
year, what's available, what laws have changed that we
Mhm.
might need to accommodate.
Thank
The
you.
whole contract is up, so we'll be talking.
Oh, it's a full redo then. Okay.
Okay. If no other discussion, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Mrs. Estrada.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Shed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 5-0. Another resolution, adoption of resolution 24-29, implementing certificated layoff and terminating the services of certificated employees. I think we saw that this was not affecting anything, but any questions, comments? If none, do I have a motion to adopt the resolution?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. A second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Shed. Mr. Jensen, roll call.
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Shed,
Yes.
Mr. Frutos, I'm a yes. So resolution passes 5-0. Next resolution is number 24-30, implementing classified layoff and terminating the services of classified employees. Any discussion? If none, if there's like someone like to motion. Thank you, Ms. Estrada. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. We'll do roll call. Mr. Jensen,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Shed,
Yes.
Mr. Frutos.
Yes.
I'm a yes. So resolution passes 5-0. And approval of proposed changes in employment terms for confidential and management employees. Any discussion for that one? And if not, do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
Thank you, Ms. Shed. A second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Estrada. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. The first reading for new senior management job descriptions, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services and Assistant Superintendent of Business and Operations. Based on our first read, are there any questions or comments or discussion items? If there isn't, I don't think we have to do anything there. We'll move on. No discussion? Okay. Approval of the corrected Buena Park teacher salary schedule and Buena Park special services salary schedule effective July 1st, 2024. Any discussion? If not, do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
Thank you, Ms. Shed. Second,
I'll second.
Mr. Frutos, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 5-0. On to resolution 24-22, School Bus Drivers Day. Same thing. We appreciate our school bus drivers. We need more. Anybody else listening, please apply. If not, do I have a motion to approve this?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Frutos. Second,
I'll s- no. I'll say,
thank you, Mr. Jensen. Mr. Jensen, roll call.
yes.
Yes, Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Shed,
Yes.
Mr. Frutos.
Yes.
I'm a yes, so resolution passes 5-0. A lot of resolutions. Resolution 24-31, resolution authorizing participation by the Buena Park School District in the SCAQMD Lower Emission School Bus Program. Is there any discussion for that one?
Just in scanning it, it seems, of course, that the prices keep going up and the amount they're giving us doesn't. Are we able to cover that difference between, the increased price and the amount that that we're being given for these buses?
The answer is yes.
This type of grant will allow us to cover the prices for 3 buses as long as we get the ZEP grant. And this grant at the same time is called stackable.
Yeah.
We put them on top, it'll cover the other grants, like the cost on covers, like price went up and tax not included and some other things. So yes, we do have funding available, but it's not completely through grants for the programs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it looks here like the 3 of them that propose is 20 years old.
Yeah.
So they don't have a lot of mileage though. Is there a way we can like buy one? Just kidding. Just kidding. Do we have, it's a motion actually.
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Frutos. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. A roll call, Mr. Jensen,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Shed,
Yes.
Mr. Frutos.
Yes.
I'm a yes. So resolution passes 5-0. The costs of insurance for Buena Park School District Go Bonds election of 2024 series 2025. Do we have any discussion for that?
I'm
Under our-
certainly glad we saved quite a bit of money there, so
Yes.
congratulations to the team for that. That was
Yes.
a nice win.
That's Miss Potteet's nickname, saving money. She knows how to do that very well
Yes.
for us. Yes. If no other discussion, do we have a motion?
I'll motion.
There's no motion. It's just a review. Thank you. Thus, it just said costs. Okay. Just Mrs. Potteet is our money saver. That's all we want to acknowledge. Thank you. Approval of resolution 24-23, School Nutrition Employee Week. Another good one. Any discussion? And if not,
I'll motion.
motion, thank you, Mr. Frutos. A second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Estrada, Mr. Roll Call, Mr. Jensen,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Shed,
Yes.
Mr. Frutos.
Yes.
I'm a yes, so approval, motion passes, resolution passes 5-0. Resolution 24-24, School Principals Day. Also very good one. Any discussion?
I think we have some of the best.
We do.
Yes.
With that, would you like to motion?
Certainly. I'd
Thank
like to
you.
motion.
Motion by Mr. Jensen, second.
Second.
I'll say.
I think Mr. Frutos already seconded this
Okay,
one,
okay.
but we'll do roll call, so you have your chance. Mr. Jensen,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Shed,
Yes.
Mr. Frutos.
Yes.
I'm a yes, so resolution passes 5-0. And then finally, resolution 24-25, Teacher Appreciation Week. Any discussion or comment? Officially, I believe it's the week of May
First full
5th
week of
through the 9th. And we all say we appreciate definitely our teachers. We all agree on
Yes.
that, yes, and
That
so,
is
Deserve appreciation, yeah.
yeah. Very good one. Do I have a motion? Thank you, Ms. Estrada.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Shed. All the, roll call, Mr. Jensen,
Yes.
Ms. Estrada,
Yes.
Ms. Shed,
Yes.
Mr. Frutos.
Yes.
I'm a yes, so resolution passes 5-0. Consent calendar, unless a trustee has a question concerning a particular item and asks that it be withdrawn from the consent calendar, the items are approved at one time by the governing board. Mr. Jensen, do you have anything to remove?
No, I do not.
Okay, Ms. Estrada? Ms. Shed?
I do not.
Mr. Frutos?
Nothing from me.
I have nothing as well. Do we have a motion to approve the consent calendar? Thank you, Ms. Estrada. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 5-0. Just to note, they did adjust how the gift acceptance section looks. If you ever want to take a look at all those who have donated or given gifts, if you look at those who are there, just lists a little bit clearer where all the money's coming from. So it'd be nice to highlight that once in a while, but this list keeps growing. I know, Ms. Jensen, you would appreciate that, where this dollar amount should go from 5 figures to 6 figures to 7 figures. That'd be amazing. So anybody listening, please donate to help our numbers grow in place value. That'd be great. But okay, thank you for that, who organized that again. And information correspondence, Williams Settlement Legislation Quarter 3 report, Dr. Lee.
So I'm happy to report there are no findings.
Okay, and then our major topics for 2025, we have our speech showcase coming up, as well as our EL English language master plan.
Mhm.
I'm doing it for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then of course, all the great appreciations that we just saw resolutions for are coming up in May. That's great. So we'll be going, any board member requests for information and or future topics? Mr. Jensen, anything?
Just more information on VAPA and details on how we're going to put that together.
I do think I read that they would be putting more information also on our Friday reports.
Yeah.
So as it gets more detailed, right? Okay, but okay, more VAPA in the future. Mrs. Estrada, do you have anything? No? Okay. Michelle?
No requests.
No? Mr. Frutos?
Just for me, just really quick, I'd be representing, I was invited to represent our board at Fullerton College to speak to the poli-sci classroom there, our students, so you guys are all okay with me representing you guys there. I just want to, bring it forward to let you guys know, but I think it's a great opportunity for us to share and highlight what our board is doing, and speaking with our poli-sci students there. So it's a neat experience. I've done it once, but I'm doing with representation of the board, so I'd like to ask you guys if that's okay.
Of course. Okay. I don't have any requests. I did forget to mention something in the board comments. So I did, on behalf, I got recognized from No Crop, North Orange County ROP, to be like an influencer for CTE, and that's what they represent. But it was for Buena Park and Fullerton, but Buena Park. So I just want to share that was an honor that I shared upon with our board members, because the work we do kind of was represented there, but I didn't get to mention that earlier. I didn't think they want to listen to it, so I just share it here now. But other than that, then we'll go to closed session, conferences with Dr. Julian Lee, Superintendent of the Buena Park School District, for labor relations with VPTA, CSEA, non-represented management, confidential contract employees, and public employee discipline, dismissal, release, as well as public employee performance evaluation superintendent. Do we have a motion to go to a closed session?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Fritos. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Estrada. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So governing board meeting is going to close session at 6:23. Thank you.